Howdy, y'all. It is me, Jay Soldier Pro, once again. And y'all, today, I am back. And, so we're going to be, I'm going to be showing off UniCraft, which is a neat little server that I've been invited to join. In this video, I'll talk about some of the backstory that I know about. I'll talk about the rules and stuff, and I'll talk about how you can join if you wish to join. Well, how you can potentially join. Just because you do the process doesn't mean that you'll necessarily get accepted. And then, as the last thing as well, I'll show off what I've actually built. So this will be more or less a talky video, me talking about basically how the server is going to work, stuff like that. If you're wondering, and you may be like, Jay, you already tried out your own server. This isn't mine. As I said before, I was invited to join the server. So this isn't my server. I was just invited to join it. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's actually talk about what exactly it is. So pretty much, this is a community server of sorts. Now, if you're wondering why is there a process where only certain people could join, this is because it's not an anarchy server. It's not, okay? And also there's a whitelist, which if you don't know what whitelist means, the way that I understand it is pretty much if you're on the whitelist, you're able to join the server. If you're not on the whitelist, you're unable to join the server, period. Because you're not allowed to join since you're not on the whitelist. Blacklist is the exact opposite. It pretty much means, hey, you're not allowed to join because you're on the blacklist. So you're not allowed to join. Okay? That makes any kind of sense. Alright, so pretty much, it's like a community server of sorts. There are rules in place, stuff like that. I'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, I don't really know what more to really say other than it's pretty much just a community server, okay? The best example I can think of, and probably the most popular example currently on YouTube, is HermitCraft, which I believe this was heavily inspired by that. So if you know HermitCraft you pretty much know what the idea of this is. Okay, another decent example might be SciCraft, though I highly doubt we'll be going nearly as extreme on redstone contraptions as they do, because if you don't know, they do stuff that is completely mental. If you do not believe me, check out SciCraft on YouTube. It is like, it's mental what they do. But anyways, the best example will probably be HermitCraft or SciCraft. Once again, with SciCraft specifically, don't be expecting us to do those sorts of crazy projects. I doubt we'll be making a 3,000 block long mesa quarry, multiple, I want to say about 20 witch hut farms altogether, mega storage rooms. Well, probably making mega storage rooms since I'm on the server, because y'all know me, and all these other sorts of crazy things. But HermitCraft, that's probably a bit more what you can expect, okay? Alright, so that's pretty neat. Now, to talk about the rules and stuff, we need to really, update this. So, first and foremost, be respectful. Don't be a jerk. This is an anarchy, okay? It's not. It's not anarchy, okay? It's a community server. Don't be a jerk. Just keep that in mind. If you're somebody who really likes to be an overall jerk, maybe this isn't the server for you, because this is not an anarchy server, okay? It's a community server, so do keep that in mind. You also have no griefing or raiding. Once again, it's not a freaking anarchy server. I need to emphasize this because you're going to get people who are like, this is a terrible anarchy server. There are rules in place. It's like, yes, it is a terrible anarchy server because it's not meant to be a freaking anarchy server. Wouldn't you imagine that? And for anyone out there who wants to make an anarchy server with rules, you're already breaking one key thing of anarchy, which is no rules. So here's a basic tip for anarchy servers. Don't have rules in place. You're welcome. That will help you out a bit. Okay? If you're wanting inspiration for an anarchy server, 4v4t and 2v2e are great options, in my opinion, for inspiration. You're welcome. Let's move on. Or 2b2t. When I say 2b2t, I mean 2b2t.org on Java. Just to clarify. Anyways, no hacking of any kind. Now, there's put an asterisk next to that. The owner has given an exception. I don't really like the exception, to be entirely honest, but I'm not the server owner, so okay. And then there is no duping of any kind. No asterisk there. No duping of any kind. I'll also get back to this. Okay. Sue, social media, that, and then you have this. Can I break stuff? You're too close to spawn still. I don't actually think that's been put in place yet. No, that hasn't been put in place. That hasn't been put in place yet. My guess as to why is because I'm still working on spawn. Because I'm actually the person who's primarily, at least I put it upon myself to primarily take care of spawn. Try to make it look nice and stuff like that. So, yeah. Will the map be reset? No. Once again, I'll get back to this. Can I cheat? Yes, with the hack existence. That's the thing I was going to talk about. I don't know what hack's existence has, but apparently you're allowed to cheat with it. That is something I'm very much so against, but once again, I'm not the server owner. If I'm correct, the server owner himself actually made that thing, so okay, I guess. Once again, against it, but I'm not the server owner. I'm not the one. I believe the server costs something like $40 a month to maintain, which, okay. But anyways, I'm not the one paying $40, so I guess, so ultimately it's his decision. So I guess love it or hate it, it's there. Alright, and I know I could just destroy the sign, but I'm not going to do that. Anyways, let's talk about something else as well, but let's also go up now to here while we're doing that. So, pretty much, when it comes to, wait, what's this? Oh yeah, this is built by me. Anyways, it's a bit weird. Okay, but anyways, so, pretty much, the best way I can really describe the history is, it's kind of, I guess you could call it controversial. That's not exactly a good sign, considering that the server, I want to say, is less than a month old, maybe even less than 3 weeks old, but okay, let's go and talk about it. So it started off on a realm. There were two people originally, Eagleman123 and the Doctor 123472. The Doctor 123472, you may remember from a few of my videos, especially the Anarchy Survival ones. In fact, I believe those are the only videos where he ever appeared in. But if you missed him in my videos, good news, he'll be coming back along with some other people as well. At least hopefully. So, that's pretty good. I'll be calling Eagleman123 Eagle for this video, and I'll be calling the Doctor 123472 Doctor. Okay? Not the Doctor as in from Doctor Who, but Doctor. Does that make any kind of sense? Maybe he is the Doctor. Maybe Maybe. Although the current Doctor is a female. Wait, does this mean he's secretly a female? Let us think about this. You know what? Actually, scrap that idea. We can think about that another time. Maybe that deserves some video. Probably not. But hey, I may consider it if enough people, for God knows why, actually want that to be its own video. Okay, so now that we're not even sure about his gender, even though I'm still calling him, that's weird. Okay, anyways, moving on. So, Eagle is the server owner and was also the owner of the realm, and Doctor, I want to say, was a friend of Eagle, so that's why he was able to play on it. Now, when they originally did this was before, I believe it was Doctor who came up with the idea of UniCraft, which, if you're wondering, Jay, why on earth is it called UniCraft? To be honest, I have no freaking idea. It is. So, yay! To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the name, but I don't really know what on earth to name it other than HermitCraft, but HermitCraft is already taken. My only other guess is Kingdoms, but then that brings in other issues, so I don't really know a good name suggestion, to be honest, because HermitCraft is kind of already taken, and I would prefer to not steal a name. And Kingdoms, I don't really know, so since I don't really know what to bring onto the table, I'm not really going to complain about the name, because ultimately, I don't really know what to bring onto the table, so am I in the best position to really argue about the name? I think not, so okay. Also, it's not exactly a bad name to begin with, so guess if it's not broken, then don't fix it, but okay. So, pretty much, originally, before the idea of UniCraft, Eagle and Doctor, well, I know Doctor did, I don't know about Eagle, but basically, Doctor, I know for sure, he actually duplicated a bunch of stuff. In fact, they have already killed the Ender Dragon, they've already got Lytras and stuff like that. So, they went ahead, they duplicated a lot of stuff, and then, I don't really know a whole lot of the specifics, really, that's why it's so generalized. But basically, Doctor came up with the idea, at least I believe it was Doctor, he came up with the idea of, hey, why don't we make this UniCraft? So, that's what it kind of became. However, you may be thinking, well, Jay, wasn't there a rule against duplicating? Yes. Yes, there very much so was. So, let's touch back on that. Well, Top was originally going to be somebody who was going to play on the server, but he has since said that, at least he told me directly, he doesn't really plan to play on here unless the map is really reset, which I suppose makes some sense considering everything. So he was getting a bit mad on the Discord server for UniCraft, and pretty much what resulted from that was me making a poll and announcements. Now, do keep in mind, this was a poll about, hey, should the map be reset or not? You may have seen a sign about that earlier. Keep that thought in mind. I'll touch back on that in a minute or two. Don't worry. So basically, there was a poll in place, and the poll basically said, would you like the map to be reset? But I did go ahead and try to make sure that people understood right off the bat that this would not mean necessarily that the map would be, even if everybody voted yes. Why? Because, well, simply put, I'm not the one paying $40 for the server every month. Eagle is. And it turns out Eagle was against a map reset. So, the map ended up not being reset, which if you saw a sign from earlier, that might have been a good indicator as to how the story was going to go. Yeah, map has not been reset, which is kind of good in my case because I'd already done, I want to say, about 4 to 5 hours of progress. That's really nice that it hadn't been removed. And if you're wondering, in the future, when I look outside and stuff, to see what all life built around spawn. You may be thinking, Jay, how on earth did this actually take you 4 to 5 hours? Are you an idiot? Well, keep in mind, I was using for the majority of it, when I say the majority, I mean 99.5% of it roughly, I was only using at best stone tools. For a little bit less than 0.4%, I would imagine, I was using iron tools. And then for less than 0.1% of the time, I was using diamond tools. Because I didn't get diamond tools until literally like 2 minutes before I finished. Which I'll get to that in just a minute or so. But anyways, back onto the whole thing. So basically, since dupes and stuff had already been used by Doctor, possibly also Eagle, but I don't know for sure, most people were for the map being reset, but ultimately Eagle was like, no, we're not having a map reset, and so the map has not been reset. So that caused Top to drop out, and so that's kind of interesting, I suppose. But if you're wondering, okay, well, is Doctor going to be punished since he duplicated? No, because simply he duplicated before the rule against duplicating was in place. Keep in mind, he was playing on the server before it was even UniCraft. Also, still at this time, I would like to go and mention this as well. It was also a realm for part of this controversy period, okay? It later moved to a server, so from now on we'll be talking about it being on the server. So if you've been like, well, Jay, is it really on a realm? No, it's actually on a server. It's not on a realm anymore. It was all transferred over. Anyways, so, pretty much what has resulted from all this? Well, should the map be reset? I suppose it's up to you, but ultimately, you're not the one who gets to reset it or not. That's Eagle's decision. So unless Eagle decides to reset the map, it won't be reset. Okay? Since he's the server owner. But anyways, away from all that, let's go and actually talk about who's on the server. So people who I know for sure are on the server. Top was originally going to be on the server, but he has since left. But that's the only person who I know of who even left in the first place. So the people who are still here, there's me, well, obviously, there's Doctor, there's Eagle, you have Puffy, you have Benno, and that's about all that I know of off the top of my head. We'll probably get some more people to join once again, if you wish to join. Oh wait, I didn't actually talk about this. If you want to join, simply contact the Doctor 123472 on Discord. Which I'll tell how to do it, which I'll talk about how exactly you could join, and I'll explain it more in the description, so if you're wondering, make sure to go check it out down there. But anyways, yeah, that's about it for that part of the video, so let's go ahead and actually show off what I've done. So, this is this. So you may be thinking, Jay, what on earth is all this garbage in here? Pretty much, this is just a lot of stuff I had. This is just a lot of stuff I put in here over time, because I've been working on this a decent amount. Now, you may also be thinking, Jay, this does not look like a large quantity of items, really. And for my standards, it's not, but I do want to go and remind y'all, people have actually taken stuff out of here. Which isn't actually bad. I mean, I don't really care if you take cobblestone or anything out here, because if you know me, I'm probably going to get a ton more cobblestone while I'm on this server, so I don't really care, if it's in these chests, by all means, take it. I don't really care, but yeah. So anyways, you have that, then there's also this map which I made, which you may be thinking, Jay, what on earth is up with the chunks? So the way to understand it is the chunks right around the spawn area were actually generated prior to 1.13. And obviously I'm talking about like 1.13 features, if not already obvious. So that's why there's a bit of a chunk border. That's not going to be shown off in this video most likely, simply because I have to travel a tiny bit in order to even be able to see them. But based on this map, you can probably tell where exactly the chunk borders are and stuff. And to me, it's actually kind of cool. So I decided to go and make a map out of it. So that's kind of cool. And hello, Piggy. Hello. So we have this area. I'm still working on it a little bit. But this is it so far. So you have the... Why is there a cobblestone pillar here? This should not be here. Hello, pillar. You're making me look bad with my building. Thank you. Anyways, minus that pillar, I'm pretty sure everything else should be here. I have to say, I think, because there might be a random freaking pillar in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, this is pretty much everything. So, I built this whole area. More pillars! Yay! Why are people building pillars? Why? People, what is up with you and pillars? What do you gain out of building pillars? I do not understand. Anyways, there we go. So, you have this little thing as well over here. I'll probably terraform this bit just a tiny bit. But anyways, well, later, not right now. So you have this going on over here, which is called the spawn hangout. And then there's also this over here. Now, the grass is still growing over here, but this is the UniCraft sign I made. It's not the best looking, I'm going to be honest, but considering I only had access to stone tools for the majority of when I was building that sign, yeah, I think it's pretty okay. And also, something else as well, shout out to Eagle for one, making this server possible. But secondly, shout outs to Eagle for actually giving me some diamond stuff, because that was very nice. You may also be wondering, Jay, how do you have a shulker box? Doctor actually gave me a shulker box, my first day on the server, so that's pretty nice. To my knowledge, it wasn't duplicated either, but if it was duplicated, then that's kind of disappointing, because then I probably gotta get rid of it. I pretty much do, but it's okay. It served me well up to this point, assuming it was duplicated, and if it's not duplicated, then that's great, because that means I can keep it and do whatever the frick I want with it. Other than store shulker boxes inside of it, because Mojang was smart, and they were like, you know, we can't really let people store shulkers inside shulkers, can we? Because then you may get some paradox situations. So we're not going to let that happen, so hallelujah. So, yeah. Anyways, that's going to about be it for this video. I know that this one was a lot of talking. My future UniCraft video should overall be a lot less talking. Well, at least talking in plays, and should be a lot more, exploring and such. Once again, if you want to have the possibility of joining the server, make sure to contact the Doctor 123472 via Discord. I'll be leaving their Discord in the description of this video. Oh, hi. Hello. I'm ending off the video. Hello, buddy. Hello. So that's neat. But anyways, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe, comment. Overall, just have a great day, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!